But in this hour, we start here. Mop-up operations are underway in KwaZulu-Natal following devastating floods. The floods also led to the disappearance of a 14-year-old who's now presumed to have drowned. Senior reporter Siphamandla Goge is covering that story for us. He joins us now for an update from KwaZulu-Natal. And Siphamandla, we are now, a couple of days since the heavy rains led to flooding in the area of Ladysmith, and it wrought untold havoc and disrupted the functioning of the town and also disrupted the lives of the people there. I see you are inside a sports center. It doesn't look busy, but is that where the people who had to be evacuated from their homes were taken to?
Indeed, that's correct. This is where most of the families that were evacuated were taken to. And it doesn't look busy now simply because most of them during the day they will go back to their houses to check the damage and to try and clean up. And then later at night they will come back to sleep over here. A number of them have left this indoor sports center in Ladysmith. About 150 homes or households were affected, and a number of people were evacuated. They were brought here. Some families are still here as they are busy trying to rebuild their lives. You know, most of them lost their furniture and everything was damaged. Earlier on, we walked around Ladysmith town center. There are cleanup operations there. There's not much of any economic activities because many businesses haven't fully resumed their operations. They anticipate to resume at least by next week, Monday. Another story that we are tracking, another angle which is part of this story, is that missing 14-year-old teenager who was last seen by his friends being swept away by water at the Klip River. And since Friday, he has not been found. Yesterday, we interviewed his mother, who said she was hopeful that at least today, now that the water levels are decreasing, the divers will be able to come in and resume with the search and rescue, which was very dangerous. I think from Friday leading up to the weekend, they couldn't do anything. But as of yesterday, there was an indication that they will resume with that search and rescue or recovery operation. But for now, we'll try and get a word from some of the people who are here, as my colleague Joko Mane will be showing you the layout of this indoor sports center. Last time I was here, Tula Sizwe, it was when we were attending the funeral service of the late Ladysmith Black Mambazo founder, Joseph Shabalala. You know, this is one of the most famous indoor sports centers in Ladysmith, and those who have been evacuated have been brought here, and they are still here. We'll try and get a word from some of them. Babu Mshengu, siyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho baba. Njengabantu abakhahlanyezwe izikhukhula nalethwa la, nihleli kanjani, niyalithola usizo kodwa?
Siyalithola lelo esilithola noma lingasicwilisi. Yebo, ngoba ukungena kwethu la kufanele ukuthi ngabe baye bafutha benza konke okufanele basipha nefonyo saphumelela ukuthi obaphela sihlangene sibanengi la singathathelana izifo naloyo unesifo sakho. Abanye abakho abakomile manje, thina sikomile manje, sihlanganiswe ndawonye nje. Manje lokho mina nomphakathi uyangihlukumeza impela kakhulu, into qondile ukuthi ngabe ngalungile. Ayike nekhukhula ayizihlukumezile impela njena, asiphilile emphefumulweni hayi kwempilo. Into nje enkakhulukazi sesihamba manje, sibuyela emuva, sibuyela lapho esihlala khona. La sihlala khona kuthiwa sizoshiya ipontshi la esolala khona. Manje imibhede yethu nako konke nje nokusishiye kuqhatha kusemanzini kusedakeni, asazi ukuthi sophumelela kanjani ukuthi silale njengoba silapha.
Ayiqala ukwenzeka lento eminambithi Babu Mshengu, ngiyabona usungwevu cishe usuhlale kule ndawo isikhathi eside, ihlale yenzeka. Mhlambe ngokubona kwakho isiphi isixazululo kule nhlekelele yezikhukhula nokuthi lezi zihluke ngani kulezi ezike zabakhona phambili?
Lesi kungazathi sihlukile kodwa akuqala ukwenzeka lokho. Sokade nje kwenzeka asilitholi usizo noxhaso lokuthi siphe ukudla nje lokhu ukudla ukuthi udle ngaleso sikhathi kube kuphelile lokhu okunye akukho sithole nje amaphasela kuphela akukho kunye esikutholayo.
Okay, well, basically, Mr. Mshengu is telling us that they are asking for more help. We will walk around here to try and get more word from other people who are here as well. Tulasizo, I see a couple of mothers who are here. We'll try and get a comment from them to hear their plight. Mr. Mshengu saying, well, they are also concerned about the issue of COVID-19 here, that some people are not vaccinated, they are squashed together. Yes, for now it looks empty because most people have left, they have gone to check up on their homes. Masiyabonga ngesikhathi sakho mhlambe sicela ukuzwa nje wena ukuthi uhleli kanjani la niyalithola usizo yini enifisa ukuyibona iyenzeka. Ungasondela kancane ngizo kubambela umbhobho manje.
Hayi kona sihleli lana. Kona siyathola usizo ngoba siyadla siyalala kodwa simoshakale lezindlini. Ikhabethe kini nombhede. Okunengubo zokugqoka anginako njoba ngihleli kanje ngiphelele. Nokudla akukho angenwa amanzi konke usizo ngicela lo kumanye usizo lapho ke
Okay, cool. Basically, the lady is telling us that, you know, their stuff was destroyed by water. They are asking for more help from the authorities. They need to be assisted because they want to rebuild their lives. If I can get one more comment from the lady here. Ma, thank you very much for your time. Mhlambe weni ikhukhula zikhahlameze kangakanani ngiyabona uhlela nempahla zakho buyela nini kwakho?
Le emkashweni la ngihlala khona ngokusebenza kuthiwe sizobuyela namhlanje kodwa ke futhi uma sibuyela sizophinde sibuye ngoba asinakudla asinalo kuthiwe sizoya sikline sibuye sizohlala la sibuze sibasilethele ukudla phinde futhi nokunye sicela uhulumeni silosabhalisa izindlu ngo-2000 akaze iphume mhlawumbe singaba sisifica ngalesimo ngifele endlini ngifele umbhede ifridge iTV anginakho kokugqoka okokulala akukho.
Okay. Well, basically the lady there appealing to government authorities to fast track the issue of housing provision, saying, well, they have applied for houses, but they've been on the list since the 2000s or the early 2000s, saying, well, if maybe they've been provided with decent shelter, they wouldn't be suffering as they are suffering now. Basically, I will ask my colleague Jokomane just to pen and show you what is happening here. They are saying they will go back to their houses to clean and come back here later on so that they can be provided with food and other essentials. So this is the current situation in Ladysmith as a result of these devastating floods.
All right, Siphamandla, let's leave it there. Important conversations you are having with those people, especially because many of them, the few that you've spoken to, basically tell the story of having lost everything that matters to them in terms of, you know, their property, things that they would have worked hard for over a number of years. It's all gone now, swept away in the floods or drenched with water and damaged to a very large extent. That's eNCA's Siphamandla Goge, our senior journalist, is out there in Ladysmith and just following up on that story following the flooding that has happened this week. So as you know, hundreds of people have been displaced, as Siphamandla was showing you, in Ladysmith in KwaZulu-Natal. The Utugela River and some of its tributaries burst their banks at the weekend and over the last few days, really. Now, this has affected communities and towns on the banks of the Utugela River. At least 25 people have lost their lives and 2 are still reported missing in flooding in KwaZulu-Natal.